الحمد لله الحمد لله. How's your son? When? जी जरूर, ठीक है। मशवरा जज़ाकल्लाह। أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى وأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل أنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. صدق الله العظيم. صدق رسوله النبي الكريم. صلى الله عليه يا رسول الله يا حبيب الله साए में तुम्हारे हैं क्या तुम्हारे में तुम्हारे हैं क्या शान हमारी दिलो जान है क्या शान तुम्हारे क्या पेश हो क्या चीज हमारी है क्या पेश करूं तुमको क्या चीज हमारी है ये दिल भी तुम्हारा है ये जान भी तुम्हारी है हाय तुम्हारे हैं क्या शान हमारी है नहमदु करीम अम्मा बाद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम इन्नल्लाह व मलाइकतहु युसल्लूना अलन नबी या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनु सल्लु अलैहि व सल्लिमू तस्लीमा अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना व मौलाना व अला आलि सय्यिदिना व मौलाना मुहम्मद बारिक व सल्लिम अलैहि हज़रात मुहतरम the reason I recited the Quran I recited the not because my recitation is amazing, not because my voice is amazing. It's just give you encouragement that if Allah gives you the tawfiq, if Allah has given you the love for the Prophet sallallahu, then come up, recite the Quran, send salam, do hazri in the bargah of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My entire life, I have always shied away from reciting the Quran, from reciting the Nasheed, even from. But the day you realize that you're not doing it for yourself, you're not doing it to show off to other people how good you are, not doing it, people can say he has a lot of knowledge, he knows this hadith, he knows this tafsir, or his voice is amazing. It's not for that. It's not for you and I. It's for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings, and it is for your own benefit, it's for your own intercession, it's for your own hazri in the bargah of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I urge you all that whenever the opportunity presents in front of you, may Allah give you the tawfiq to take that step. And we all, in whatever broken voices we have, in whatever broken emotions we have, we stand up, even though our voices are shaking, our legs are shaking, our heart is trembling. But we know within ourselves, we are doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah accept our efforts in His path. We are reaching the end of our spiritual retreat. And Alhamdulillah, when we read the seerah of Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we get to know the prime, best atmosphere where Muslims can thrive in. And one of the things that when I was studying seerah, I used to come across masajids being the center of the community. And unfortunately, I could never see any example like that in my country, you could say, my generation, my time. 2 weeks ago, I was in Egypt, and I had the chance to visit. I was lucky to visit Al-Azhar Mosque. And over there, Ustadi, subhanallah, there were kids running around, there were kids reading Quran, there were teachers in every corner, and it's a very big masjid. Every corner, they were playing with kids, they were teaching kids Quran, there were females studying there, there were families sitting and they were doing their studies with a scholar. It was a beautiful environment, beautiful environment. I used to think to myself, how can we do that? How is it possible for us to create an environment where we can bring all of this community in our original center? And alhamdulillah, I think I worked too hard for it. That mashallah, there's so many kids there, and I know there's a lot of uh, hindrance, and I've heard a lot of people complain, but you know what? Honestly, we welcome this trouble on our show. If this brings you here and you can gain something out of it, we have achieved our target. Alhamdulillah. Again, now we need to have some decorum. Inshallah, we'll figure this out next time, inshallah. But I am very pleased, I'm very happy to see all of this happening in our center, our retreat. Allah accept our efforts in His bargain. I just want to leave you with one last thing. You know, when we say be kind to one another, we don't just mean it. We don't just say it for the sake of saying it. There's a huge reason behind it. And in the day and age we live, depression, anxiety, it's become a huge problem. So much so that people like me who never believed in it, after COVID, even we say there is something going on that needs to be dealt with. And you know, we find all the answers in the character of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And if you read the seerah, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was master psychologist. And I'll narrate to you a short, simple story from the life of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. There was a man who came running to Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he was really worried. And he said, Ya Rasulullah, I've lost my kid, and I haven't seen him for some time. And I'm worried that I've lost him. I've looked everywhere. And Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was sitting with companions, and one of them stood up and said, I've seen some kids playing in a ground. I think my kid might be there. When he heard that, he started to run towards the ground. And Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam stopped him and he said, listen to me. Before you go, I can see the jazbat, the feelings that you have, the longing that you have for your kid. You haven't seen him for some time. But listen, when you go there, don't call your son by saying, "Oh, my son." He says, "Ya Rasul, he's my kid, my son. I haven't seen him for so long, and I'm really worried about him. Why can I not call my son by saying, 'Oh, my son'?" You know what the Prophet ﷺ said? You know, there are two things. One is called sympathy, and one is called empathy. Sympathy is merely recognizing the other person's pain. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was sympathetic, but empathy is another thing. Empathy is actually feeling the other person's pain, what he's actually going through. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam felt that. And he said, I'm not saying this because I want to stop you from calling your son by saying your son. Rather, what I am thinking is when you go there, there'll be other kids there who don't have a father, who might not have a mother. There is no one to call him by saying, "Oh, my son," or "Oh, my daughter." When you go there and you say to your kid, "Oh, my son," what they will go through, I, Muhammad, Hazrat, these are the jazbat. When we say be kind to one another, when we say be careful of each other's feelings, this is what we mean. Because we have learned and seen this from the seerah of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here. I want to thank all the team that made this possible. And I want to thank my ustad, for always being here, and especially for this retreat. You are our backbone. We put all the pressure on you. So Jazakallah for that. I want to thank all the families that came here. I want to thank all the kids. They may understand me or they may not understand me. I want to thank them for coming here and even creating a racket out of our hall. Alhamdulillah. And we see you again next year. All of you, I urge you all to do dua for Palestine, our brothers and sisters. Our hearts go out to the martyrs. Our hearts go out to the mothers. Our hearts go out to the fathers, the doctors, every single person that is there and is struggling to make ends meet. And we hope and we urge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make their life easier and their suffering. Ameen. And if by that example we can't understand how blessed we are, then it is something that we are missing in our lives. May Allah give us the tawfiq to do shukr. May Allah give us the tawfiq to be thankful to Him every single day for every single blessing that He has bestowed upon us. Lastly, I just spoke to Isab, and Alhamdulillah, with your du'as, Isab's doing much, much better, and they will give salam to all of you. They're all they're praying for all of you, and they said some names that it, it would be unjust if I don't say them. But I just want to say, all of you that have come for the first time, and inshallah we will see you again. Peace up has been keeping you in their du'as, and I urge you all. And they are asking me to ask all of you to make dua for them. May Allah grant them a better and a healthier life. Ameen. We have studied an announcement, Ashraf. Inshallah. We have activities today as well. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. We have activities today for brothers and sisters. Outdoors, in for the kids, there is laser. For brothers and sisters, there's activities outside if you want to do it. 9:30 till 10:30 till 12:30. So please join in. Please, let's all make dua for Palestine. Let's all make dua for peace out. Let's all make dua for Allah accept our efforts for the deen. Allah accept our efforts for why we have come here today. May Allah give us the tawfiq, the ability to do more, much more. Allah give us the tawfiq to draw near to Him. May Allah give us the tawfiq to be kinder to one another. اللهم إني أسألك العافية. اللهم إني أسألك الخير. اللهم إني أسألك الحياة. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. رضيت بالله ربا، بالإسلام دينا، نبيا ورسولا صلى الله عليه وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا جنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون. سلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. We extended our activities, so it's going to happen from 10:30 until 12:30 for 2 hours. We're just going to give photos with the Kibble Sabzada Sab. But can I please request everybody to clear your rooms before we come for activities, because we need to hand over everything center by lunch. Also, we need some volunteers to help us. I think we need about 10. Yeah, 10 volunteers if somebody can come forward, uh, to speak to Abdul Basit. We need to clear the whole area before we can leave this place. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. I think we can do inside, or do you want to do outside pictures? Yeah.